Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we've traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Hi, you're at the Pollock Krasner House and Study Center. This is where Jackson Pollock and Lee Krasner, two famous artists, lived and worked from 1945 until their deaths. We do 2 exhibitions a season. We're open from May through October, so we do one that runs May, June, July, and then we have another one in August, September, October. The exhibition we have up is work by a friend of theirs named Newell, who was an artist who did not enjoy playing the art world game. He really didn't like the kind of business that it became, and he dropped out of the art world and continued to paint and work in his own studio for many years with totally unrecognized. And the artists knew about him. He was friendly with Elaine and Bill de Kooning and with Jackson and Lee. He also knew Franz Klein and Philip Guston, people who did become famous. But after he died, his work became better known, and his estate has lent us a number of his pictures, and a number of the private collectors, and also the Guggenheim Museum owns one, and they lent it to us. This is a 40-year survey, and yet it all looks like it was done at the same time. Because in a way it was. He would go back into the work and rework it so that he would bring everything up to the same speed. And this is so unusual. But when you look at them carefully, you'll see how many layers there are, how many color changes, how much pentimenti there is under the surface. And the surface, he liked to stipple the paint on instead of brushing it. So it's got a very velvety texture. And he would do the frames as well. In the 1980s, he had a show at Dowling College. And then from then on, he had periodic exhibitions. And finally, after his death in 2009, 2006 rather, there were several other exhibitions. And we were given one by Bill de Kooning's former mistress, the mother of his daughter, Lisa, gave us. She was a friend as well. But now the major collector is Michael Ovitz, who bought over 20 of them from an exhibition in Chelsea a couple of years ago. In the spring and the fall, we're open by appointment only. But in June, July, and August, during the peak season, we have open hours in the afternoon, and we do one guided tour at noon. But from 1 to 5, people can come in, just pay $5, and take the self-guided tour. There are many things to see and do in this area. Obviously, East Hampton is still a big art community. We have Guild Hall, of course, the local cultural center. They have both exhibitions and theatrical productions. We've got art galleries in town. We've got some beautiful historic sites, the old Home Sweet Home and Mulford Farm, and the Marine Museum, and this place. So you can really make a day of it. There's lots to see and do. And you can certainly, on our website, you'll find information about some of the other attractions in the area too.